The problem with moving to Canada, UK, Australia, or New Zealand is that an average person, like an average Nigerian, for example, here, find it difficult to finance his or herself to these countries if you don't have a sponsor. Now, who is this average Nigerian that I'm talking to? This is someone who is trying to, who is trying to level up, someone who is struggling, someone who doesn't have a sponsor, someone who the whole moving abroad, the tuition, the fees, and everything depends solely on that person. Someone like me who did everything himself, then moved abroad. Now, instead of looking at Canada, UK, Australia, or US, all these countries, you know quite well that you don't have a sponsor, you don't have anybody to run to. Why not look at European countries? I feel like European countries is where an average person has a stand. An average person has kind of like a place to go to, a place to run to, a place where he or she can actually start and build life from. Now, let's look at tuition fees. There are 5 countries I'll be talking about here in this video that the tuition fee, you can see tuition of 3,000 euros. Sometimes it can be even less than 3,000. So you as an average person, when I say this average person, I mean like someone who everything depends solely on. No family assistance, nothing. Everything depends on you, like nada. All right. So now there are 5 countries where you should be channeling your energy in if you're looking at moving abroad via the study route. So you can start putting your energy in this country. So shortlist them. Try to look at these countries, schools in these countries. If you're going for masters, for BXc, or for PhD, then you can make a list, shortlist them, know their tuition fee, know their intake, know their requirement, know when to apply. Then you can start putting application in these countries. The first country I have on my list is Slovakia. It's so obvious that this country has low, cheap tuition fee. All right, starting from 1,500 euros, you'll be looking at 4,000 euros plus, depending on the program. Medicine courses are a little bit pricey, but if you're looking at social sciences, business, management, economics, you'll be looking at 2,000, 2,500, 3,000 here. If you doubt, maybe if you believe, okay, you doubt me, you know what? Pull up Google, type schools in Slovakia, go and check their tuition fee. Then you'll be shocked with what you're going to see. Remember, when it comes to Slovakia, there's recognition, there is authentication. Well, in all these countries I'm talking about, they require almost the same thing. Just that each countries have their own procedures. I will not be able to give you names of schools right now offhand. Rather, I will actually put a list down on the description of this video where you can actually see schools to go and look. Remember, I said, look at 1, the tuition fee, if it's what you can do. 2, the application intake, the requirement, when to apply, how to apply, and all of this is what you need to do. Now, if you look at these countries I'll be talking about, shortlist them, know the one that is good for you, know the one that has embassy in your country, so they can start the process as soon as possible, ASAP. Like right now, after watching this video, take action. The thing that separates winners and losers is action. Whoever takes action makes an edge in winning the game. So I will say start right now. All right. So Slovakia, fortunately, if you're from Nigeria, there's no embassy of Slovakia. The only place you have to go is Egypt in Cairo. All right. In Egypt, I've thought about Latvia as well. What you just need to go to Egypt is okay to board. Then when you land, you have to pay like $25 for the visa sticker. Then you start doing your visa application process. But make sure that everything is all done before finally moving to in Egypt is for the visa application. All right. But make sure that you have everything sorted out with admission before you look at moving to Egypt for the visa application. That is for Slovakia, which is number 1. Number 2 is Romania. Romania also has cheap tuition fee. Just bear in mind, for example, if you want to apply for admission, you need medical certificates. You also need to do the legalization. Unfortunately, the embassy in Abuja is suspended. Everything is moved to Dakar in Senegal. I know a lot of people, like 4 to 5 people who got admission in Senegal, who got admission in Romania, I mean to say, but unfortunately, they couldn't apply in Nigeria. Everything now all has to be pushed to Senegal, and they are waiting appointments before they could fly to Senegal. All right. The tuition fees are so cheap. Like I will say again, all right, use your phone, Google universities in Romania, make a list based on the tuition fee, the program, the cost, the duration, and everything. Then you know when to apply. so that you know what to do as well, right? So that you don't start waiting, be among those who will be on the waiting line. I can't give you names of school right now from the top of my head, all right? But like I said, names will be on the description of this video. Once you are done, then you start making your list, know the one you want to go. Bear in mind again that Romania also requires legalization as well. When they were still in Abuja, everything was free. We had calls with people that we were working with. We told them that hey, this is the place, this is what you need to do. Then the moment people started realizing about Romania, that was when the whole thing shut down in Abuja. They suspended it, everything is pushed to Senegal, and then that really gave people a huge chill because people were thinking, okay, this is where they want to start looking at. Now this happened, everybody now had to like back out. People now looking for an alternative for that. But if you're somebody who can still go with the process, maybe you have admission already, please go all in. All right, because this is going to more like separate the chaff from the grain. What do I mean here? I mean it's going to separate those who are going to be the winners and the losers in this game. All right, so it's not everybody can put up with this whole change and this whole shifting of a thing. All right, that's Romania is number two. Now the third one I have here is Bulgaria. Bulgaria is super cheap. It's so super cheap. But with Bulgaria, the whole process is like a nightmare. Let me explain what I mean by a nightmare here. You see the process of translation, recognition, notification, then legalization process with Bulgaria. Kai is something else. And if you're somebody who wants to go to Bulgaria, I would say give it 1 year ahead to do all this processes because it's not easy. Imagine you're going to send a document to Bulgaria, do the whole processes, start back, start school, visa application, and all of that. It's not easy. But Romania has cheap schools. I know someone who got admission in Sofia. Sofia is the capital of Bulgaria. All right. So the processes took a long, especially at this point where people are starting to notice now they have joined EU. Now that things have kind of like the whole reform has taken huge effect on them. All right, so things now got a little bit tougher. So I would say you start early if you're looking at Bulgaria, and they have cheap schools, even below 1.5, from 1.5, 2K, 2.5, 3K. It depends on the courses. Like I said, social sciences is the cheapest, business, economics. Then you start looking at engineering, medicine is on the top of the list of the whole thing. But this country is good as well. Just needs to start ASAP. Like right now, if you don't have the whole notification, legalization, translation, recognition, all this is sorted out. Start right now, guys. All right. And maybe if you want our team to take care of the processes like any of these countries I'm mentioning here to work with in the process, the our email is on the description. Send us an email, then we'll give you the what is needed to work with us. If you want to go ahead, find and good, we start working with you right ahead, all right? And let me just kind of like say this. You guys have actually gotten value from this video up to this point. The only thing that we are requesting from you guys is please hit the subscribe button, all right? This is a way you motivate us. This is a way you encourage us to keep bringing information to you guys. Guys, I had a call with somebody personally. This is from one personal experience. This call I had with somebody, someone paid an agent, a travel agent, X amount of money. I'm not call names here because of what information that he or she can actually get. In this, they say information is power. Power is priceless. People are selling informations for money. The amount of information I've dished out on my own personal journal and on this agency trying to work with them, I know a lot of people who have been helped, people who have moved abroad, people who have actually reached out personally and said, thank you, brother. We appreciate what you do. This actually helped me. This actually saved me from a costly mistake. All right. So what we're just asking is subscribe, and you are part of this huge family that we are building. All right. So more also, if you want to join our community where we have over 2,000 people who are looking at moving abroad, on the description, there's a Telegram link there called Nomads Network. Click there, join, then you'll be part of the community. Share thoughts and people and also what people also there guiding each other, giving information as well for free. Or just needs for free. That's why you're not paying anything to join at all. All right. Now let's move towards what the fourth country, which is Italy. Italian universities, most of the Italian universities are free. For example, like University of Palermo is free. Sometimes the application fee is free. Sometimes some of these schools doesn't even need application fee. I have done it for people. I know what I'm saying. All right. I've done it for people. I'm not just exaggerating things here. I've done it for people. I've applied to people who application fees are free. Before it used to be like almost over. Right now, since people are looking, channeling the energy at their universities. Now, some of them are requesting for fees, and the tuition is so cheap, below 3,000 euros. All right, depending on your program here. I know someone who made a video and said, "Hey, I've been here in Italy studying totally for free. She's not paying a dime." Now, what are you waiting for? It's just information. Like I'm giving this information right now. Use your phone and do whatever you have to do. Your phone is your office. I don't know what you're doing with your phone. Maybe you're just scrolling online. I don't know what you are doing, but your phone is an office. If you make use of it very well, the possibilities, the reward is endless. The reward is endless. All right, that's for Italy. All right, remember Italy requires legalization as well, but legalization is going to be free. That's after I've gotten you an offer, then you do your enrollment, then you book an appointment with embassy. During your process of legalization, you do your DOV, declaration of value as well, and all of this before you look at visa application process. I will say start early against next year. Remember, enrollment usually start from June next year, so you should have actually sorted out everything earlier before then if you really want to move next year. Remember, there's always what visa quotas given to people, given to each country. You want to be among those that we actually get our appointment and submit within that time frame, or you end up losing visa, and all those efforts you put in together will be all for waste. One tip for you guys: if you know you want to move next year, please start now. At least from now is June, now is August, right? Before August next year, that's more like in 1 year. You need to give travel 1 year ahead if you want to move. That's the way to move. You won't just start in 1 month and decide to move that month. It's not possible. At least give it 1 year ahead. That's where you put everything in place, then apply, start visa application, then you finally move 1 year ahead. Not just you start in 1 month, you want to fly the next month. It doesn't work that way. A lot of people just think it works out. It doesn't. My own process it took almost a year, and I'm happy that it worked finally. All right. Now the number five I have here is Portugal. Portugal is also a country you should also look into. All right. They have tuition fee, for example, IPB, that is Polytechnic of Bragança. That tuition fee is like 1,600 euros here. First for BSU. All right. Imagine it's even below 2,000 here as well. So if you are somebody who's interested in Portugal, even I know right now Portugal is a little bit straight with things, but I've talked to people a lot. I tell them, hey, hold on this year. Let's see what next year brings. And I know next year is going to be good. Next is going to be super good, guys. All right. So you start early with your authentication, legalization, have everything all sorted out. Make a list of schools that you want to go to. Apply as early as so that you can start hustling for visa appointment, so that you get your visa early before people start waking up. The thing that makes all this journey so difficult is you're also hustling when people are still hustling. Why not hustle first when people are sleeping and you get what you want? Then when people are waking up to start hustling, you have already gotten what you want. That's just more like a logic I want to give you guys here. I know someone who moved abroad 2024. That was when we are doing our process. The course starts September. She got visa March. The visa was just sitting on her passport already because she started the process early, applied for visa early, and got the visa on her passport. Waiting March, then September she flew. Imagine all like people that they will start June, then they'll be hoping for the visa. Visa will not come out till November before they start arriving. Why not start early? Get visa early. Let the visa be sitting on your passport before you then fly on September. Your school will start. That's the way to arrange all these things. All right. So at least let me just give you a tip again. We have Slovenia. Slovenia is also there. They have two cheap tuition fees as well, from 2K, 3K to up to 4K. All right. So you depend on the course you're going for. Like I said, social sciences, they are the cheapest. In all these countries I mentioned right now, we are there to help and support. All you just have to do is send us an email. Remember, if you are reaching out to us, it's a paid service. So I can work with you and guide you in this process. All right. We are transparent in everything we are doing. We have helped a lot of people. We have good results. So I believe what we have done has actually speaking to itself. People who have actually moved and people who have actually we are working with. People who are doing it on themselves as well. All right. So take these informations, work on them, and I hope that God in heaven will reward you in all your efforts. Just know one thing, that it's not going to be easy, because what you're looking at, worth it so much. Have this mindset of what an investor. You are investing something, or you are putting something down for a greater good up ahead. That is for something upfront. This can come in so many ways. All right. So I just hope that this helps you. All right. So I'll see you on the next one, guys. If you have any questions or doubts, please, you're more than welcome to leave it on the comment section. I was not able to start giving names of school because there's names of schools in this country. So I can't just start calling them on from the top of my head right now. But just reach out, comment, ask questions, and I'm here or my team is also there to support and guide you as well. All right. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys on the next one. I hope you make that move. I just hope you make that move because you deserve to make that move. Forget Canada, UK, they're not for the average person. You are, as an average person, looking to European countries. That is your best bet. All right. See you on the next one. Ciao, guys.